Guys, so let's look at escaping the back mount. Okay, this is also one of the most useful mounts in Jiu-Jitsu. If you find yourself in the back, it's bad news, but there is one good piece of news that I can give you. All right, so Paul has my back. First things first, we don't want to just start dealing with his legs and then he just goes and chokes us. Okay, that's not what we want. So we want to make sure we get our thumb in and our forefingers in, just like this. Now, we can start worrying about other things. We're not going to get choked. So priority number one in the back is always dealing with the submission threat, and the main one is of course the choke. So we maintain control of his hand. And so the good news that I was telling you about is at least my feet are on the floor. When my feet are on the floor, that means I can choose which side I want to fall to. Okay, we all have preferences, but we always want to fall to the underhook side. So we have the underhook side and the overhook. When he has a seatbelt, there's an overhook side and an underhook side. We want to use our feet on the floor to make sure that we fall to the underhook side. So let's just angle out a little bit so people can see. So we're here, we use our feet in the ground. Okay, we'll maintain a control here, and we're going to move a bit forward. We're going to fall to the underhook side. So what we want to do from here is we want to start getting our head higher than his head and getting our back flat to the ground. So we have to make sure that we're staying safe here. We don't put our hand down. Okay, he can trap my hand, that kind of thing. So we want to stay safe here, keep control. And what we want to do is we want to put both our feet on the ground and start trying to look at him. And what this does is it flattens out our back and it starts getting us a little bit higher than his head. Okay, we're trying to build head height here, and this is going to allow us to escape. So what we do, we start looking at him and like really extending our head, getting our head high. So we extend, we start to look at him, and we try to get our back to the floor. Now from here, we use our foot and we step on his leg. Okay, this will stop him from bringing us across that way. So we step on his leg, we step on leg with the other leg. Okay, and now we have a base leg. So from here, what we want to do is use this left leg. I'm going to push my back to the floor and get my elbow to the floor right here. Once my elbow is to the floor, I have actually escaped the back. Even if he has a choke here and my elbow is right to the floor, he cannot finish the choke. Okay, I'm out. Regardless, we still want to control this with one hand and get our elbow to the floor. And now from here, as he tries to come up on top, it's very easy to push his knee, recapture a half guard if he comes up on top. Okay, or if we feel like we are a little bit more athletic than our opponent, we can extend our hand around his head and come back up to maybe half guard or close guard, depending on what they do. So let's look at that one more time. Our opponent has our back. Our opponent has our back, okay? We get our thumb in, forefingers in, we fall to the underhook side. We want to make sure to get our head above his head. We're looking at the roof and trying to get our body flat. So we extend our head, okay, and we start turning our body. Now from here, once we're on top of his knee, his leg is pinned, we use our feet, okay, to control his leg so he can't bring us that way. With his feet, I swap legs, put my leg on the floor, and then I hip out even more, and I get my elbow to the ground. Now from here, okay, if he tries to come over, another option is I can bring this foot in right here. So as he comes up on top, I frame, grab his foot, he comes up on top, and I can end up right in single leg X, a great inside position guard where he is once again defensive and I am offensive. All right, so that's escaping to the underhook side, and just a look at how we can connect to better positions from there.